So we're off to have a bit of a walk down memory lane for me. I've got permission to go and have a look around the property that I grew up on, which is about 40 k's west of Peak Hill, between Trundle and Peak Hill. So we're going to go for a bit of a ride. We've got our camping gear and get out there and have a look around, take some pickies, camp the night and head home. A bit of nostalgia. Alright, get on with it.
It's a sunburned country, a land of sweet and plain. Out on the western plains, it's a land that never rains, cut off from the world.
This intersection here, which is the sort of turn off to go towards our place off a bigger dirt road, and the signal for knowing when to turn was there was a big leaning telegraph pole, but the big leaning telegraph pole's rotting away over there in the grass. It doesn't lean anymore, it's down. I suppose it has been 15 or 20 years, so anyway, we're getting there. It's taken about 3 times longer than it should, but yeah, it all looks good. It's pretty dry. There's a bit of rain floating about, but only sprinkles in it really. We've been through Peak Hill, which was one of our closest towns, and yeah, it's seen better days, Peak Hill. I dare say the further we go across towards Trundle, it'll be even worse. But anyway, we'll keep on moving.
Sometimes I wonder why we try. It's a life with roots deep in the soil and nature's hands at work. I keep my 2 feet on the ground and both hands in the dirt. A life of faith in seeds and soil and nature's hands at work. I keep my 2 feet on the ground and both hands in the dirt. Both hands in the dirt. It's a sunburned country, a land of sweet and plain, rugged mountain range, drought, but where's the rain? Where's the rain? Telegraph poles standing in line straight across the plain, like a line of pilgrims, arms held high, their praying.
So here we are at Banul. This is where I spent my formative years, I guess you'd say. Sort of my spiritual home. And unfortunately we can't get in with the bikes, but I did speak to the owner a couple of days ago on the phone. They live in Sydney now, and they've told us we're welcome to walk up and have a good look around and things. So we'll do that. We'll probably camp on one of the boundaries and wander in. It's changed a bit since I was here. Most of these trees weren't here. There's been a fair bit of bush regeneration work going on to stop soil erosion and things. But the front gate's still exactly the same. That's the way we built it, and that's the letterbox we built. And yeah, all very familiar. Here's the little orchard dam. Used to be just a puddle, and she's been extended considerably, but the orchard is no more. There's a couple of fruit trees still up there, but not much. We're just going for a wander up the driveway to the house. There's been a lot of tree planting going on along the erosion gully. Apparently they've put in 7,000 trees and done about 8 kilometres of fencing.
The pilgrims' arms held high, they're praying for some rain. The farmer's standing in the field, he's praying right out loud, looking at a clear blue sky and searching for a cloud. It's a life with roots deep in the soil and nature's hands at work. walking down the main street of the town where I was born, looking at these things I've seen so many times before. I take a deep breath, smile, and kick a stone along the ground. Been so long since I've been around. Well, there's comfort in the way that everything still looks the same. People that I bump into, they call me by my name.
Well, these are our digs for the night. We've been up to one of my old neighbours, bloke I went to school with, Jason, and he's one of the last local farmers left here that we knew. And this old church was falling down when we lived here. It was leaning over on one side and was just about stuffed. But Jason and the other crew in the land care group have got together and straightened her up and rebuilt it and turned it into the local meeting hall. And he's kindly given us the good word as to where the key is and so forth, and we've been able to pull up camp here just in case it rains. So very lucky. There's nothing else around here. Don't get the wrong impression, we're not in a town. Nearest town's about 40 k's from here, Trundle. And this was Brewery Plains. It was a locality, I suppose you'd say, and that had its own community hall and its own tennis court back in the heyday of the 40s and 50s. But all that's gone now. But yeah, it'll be a nice little spot to camp in case it rains. And we've even got a toilet in case we need it. There you go.
I stopped on by her place. Years ago I knew her well.
Oh, we've had a good night's sleep, few drinks and stuff, and we're just going to head into Trundle and take you for a run through town. The widest main street in southern.
Been so long since I've been around. Yeah, but the hospital's still standing down over by the river shore. That's the place where I took my first breath so many years before. I take a deep breath now and feel my chest begin to pound. Been so long since I've been around.